Hi, I'm Kwai Chi and I'm reviewing the Krups Citiz&milk Nespresso machine. This is the kit here. You can get extra capsules, this is a discovery box, and you can get lots of optional extras like this tower here. So let's turn on the machine. It's just a simple button here, and let's walk through while these two flashing lights load up the machine. It takes about 25-30 seconds. You can look at the time on the video here to see when it's ready. Once these start flashing, you're ready to rock and roll. The milk machine is ready to rock and roll at any point as soon as you turn it on. It's a kettle basically, and you can see there's a little knob thing there and a couple of lines to tell you where to fill to for different frother attachments. Now here you just open this up and you can see a couple of different frother attachments. There's a straight out big frother that gives you maximum volume for your milk. Just be careful, there's a hole here, so if your desktop is dirty then you'll be mixing a bit of dirt in with your coffee. And you have a straight out mixer. This is useful for hot drinks only really. You can mix hot and cold milk in with your coffee. So here I'll just put the attachment in. It holds in with a magnet, very useful. And that basically just spins round very quickly once I put milk in there. For hot milk, I just press the button once when it's on this pod here, and for cold milk I just hold it down until it goes blue, and then it mixes up the milk for me. So that's very useful. You can see the machine is now ready to rock and roll. It was very quick, didn't really have to wait. The last thing you want to do first thing in the morning when you're really groggy and tired is have to wait ages for the machine to load up. So the coffee machine is ready to rock and roll. Now, one of the things I really like about this is the fact that you can have different coffee cup sizes on the machine. You can have a small espresso cup right here. This is where the magic comes out. For taller cups and mugs and even full-on glasses, you can just push that up like so. If you've got a really big cup or a really big glass, then you can just take this drip tray out like so. Although there's this kind of little black thing here, which is I think maybe could have been over on this side of the machine, but if you have a slightly angled shape on your cup, then that would be ideal. Now in this drip tray there are vented holes in the drip tray, so even when you have drips you might be able to see it on here or you might not. There have been remnants of coffee drips from the coffee machine that have dehydrated back out of the machine, which I haven't really cleaned up until now. On the side here there's the water which feeds the coffee and hydrates the dried capsules. Now these are quite cool. So this water tank stays as it is, and you can take it to the tap and you can just fill it in as normal, or you can do what I do and take my filter kettle jug and just pour it in like so. Now I tend to use filter water. It stops the machine from clogging up. It means you don't have to descale the machine or anything like that, because this is completely descaled water. You can also take any type of milk in this milk machine, but just be mindful that things like soya milk and rice milk and almond milk don't froth up. So the only type of mixing you'll require is that mixing attachment, this attachment right here. So that's all you need if you're doing things like soya milk. You won't be able to do all the kind of frothy coffees. it doesn't have the right consistency. So here I'll just demonstrate. I'm going to fill this froth up. Can't show you too much of what I'm doing. If it's dark, I apologise. So there's my milk. Just put the lid on. There's an air hole on the lid with a rubber seal. So if the lid gets stuck, you can just lift it at this point of the machine. So away we go. It just goes on the pod, a single press, it goes red, and it starts mixing. Now while that's mixing, I'm going to take out my Dolceo coffee capsules. This is my favourite brand crew. I'm going to fill it into this machine, which is not the best capsule holder in the world. Mainly because the capsules like to jump out like so. It's not the best design, but it does look quite pretty. Actually, I'm going to have a decaf. So there are red capsules as well, which are decaf capsules. Normally I'd have coffee in the morning, and the coffee lasts all throughout the day for me. But because I'm filming this quite late, I'm going to have a decaf. So this is what a decaf tube looks like. They come in dark red and light red, and you get those included in your first discovery box if you want to purchase one of these, and it comes here with loads and loads of different types of coffee. One of these capsules is about 40 pence, so that's 50-60 cents in US dollars, I guess. It's fully aluminium and hermetically sealed, so that the coffee is really high grade quality when you rehydrate it. So my milk is ready, and I will show you what it looks like right now. It's very non-stick, as long as you don't try and mix hot chocolate or anything in there. I'm just going to pour this out for you. Look at that, yummy. Very frothy and very thick. Lovely. So now with this, all I need to do is rinse this out with hot water, and that will be it. The whole thing is waterproof. You can just dry it, drip dry it on the drip tray if you want, upside down. And that will be clean. So I'm going to create a little coffee masterpiece with my decaf capsule. This one is decaffeinator. I'll just show you this list of all the different types of coffees you can get. There's a lot of them. Just try them all out is what I can suggest when you first buy these coffees, to see what your taste really likes. So I pop this into the capsule tray. I just pop this closed, and then I just hit either the lungo button or the espresso button. Espresso is a lot smaller than the lungo. The lungo creates a lot more water through the coffee. There'll be a bit more caffeine with it as well, but if you want to have a double espresso, for instance, then you put 2 capsules in at the espresso length or volume. So I'm going to press this now, and out comes the coffee. I'm just going to swirl this round to try and create some sort of pattern. Not very imaginative. You can't do too many tricks like the real barista coffee machines, but you can see here you've got layers. It looks so delicious. It's you've got the coffee layer here. You've got the solid milk that's been mixed up. Well, it's not solid; it's liquid, but the stuff that's not very frothy. And then at the top you've got the light frothy milk. So this a very nice kind of layered macchiato style coffee. Let's try it. The great thing about this machine is that the coffee doesn't, the water doesn't come out too hot. Certainly the milk doesn't. So drinks are pretty much ready to drink as soon as it's out. If you do a coffee drink without the milk, then you will need to let it cool down a little bit. If the water ever got too hot, then the coffee would taste quite burnt and quite bitter. But this is really delicious, it's fantastic. So after you've had your coffee and you want to kind of tidy it up, then you just pull this tray out. Oh, wait a minute. You pull this lever up and then the capsule drops like so. And you can see this thing leaks a little bit, which is why you do need the drip tray. And this will hold up to around 8 to 10 capsules. And then you just empty this into a bin, and then the bottom section here takes a lot of the excess liquid and excess crud from the coffee. There's a hole at the bottom of this top tray, and to allow these capsules to again dehydrate themselves. Nespresso do a pickup service to take away these aluminium capsules and recycle them responsibly, so do take advantage of that. The capsules are generally only available to buy online, although you can go straight to their stores. There's one on Regent Street in London where you can buy them. They are around the world as well, but they're few and far between. Generally speaking, you have to order these online and get them delivered to your home or work address. So all in all, this machine is absolutely fantastic. If you like your coffee, then you've got to have one of these machines. If you like your time as well. Otherwise, you could go for a straight bean to cup kind of machine, but then you've got all the cleaning and maintenance to go along with it. This is cheap, inexpensive. You've got a range of coffees, from nutty coffees to fruity coffees. There's a lot of experimentation that comes with this kind of ecosystem made by Nespresso. There are different types of machines as well that you can purchase, but this for me is the perfect blend of exactly what you need for speed, time, the milk machine and the coffee machine itself. One last thing is to make sure the coffee tastes great every time. You just need to make sure that you rinse this machine out after every use. So to do that, I get a cup or I get the milk jug that is still dirty, and I just pop it up to make sure there's no capsule inside. I pop it down and I hit the lungo button, and you can see the water is dirty. I don't want to be drinking that when I first start the machine next time. This is my #1 tip for great tasting quality coffee every single time, is to rinse out the machine. And that's that. So and make sure you pull up again, because it allows the excess water to disappear again. So there you go. How to maintain the machine. It's a fantastic machine. If I were to give it a rating out of 10, I'd give it a 9. I've had better coffee in places like Italy and France, but for the home, nothing beats my Nespresso. I've had things like Dolce Gusto before as well, which is also made by Nestle, but you know, that has its limited uses because you have to hydrate them, dehydrated milk pods, which isn't as good as having your own milk machine. So for the range of coffees and milk, this is the one to get. I'm Kwai Chi. Until next time, take care. That's great.